So hi everyone, today we are going to do a challenge lab named User Management. It is in the course of Linux Essential. Basically, this is the advanced Linux course within cloud computing uh, at George Brown College. So we will do this interesting lab today. So the case scenario here is, as a Linux administrator, we are going to uh, create three root directories named engineering, sales, and IS. Basically, we have to then create an administrator user for each directory and then two additional users within that directory. And then these are the security reasons, and these are like set of recommendations that we have to follow uh, to successfully like complete this activity. So let's start with the first case scenario. So it says like create a directory at the root of the file system for each department. So I will cd to the root. For that I will use cd command and the root command, and this is the root, and we can check like we are currently in the root, right? Let me clear all this screen. And so create a directory at the root, yes. So we have to create like engineering, sales, and is directory, right? So for creating directory I will use mkdir engineering. Okay, so yeah, so the permission denied because we are in the system admin, right? So we have to use root account here. Now as you can see, we are in the root account, and we are in the root directory. Now I will create an directory named engineering. It is created. Now another directory named sales, created. mkdiris created. Now as we can see, there are three directories, right? Engineering, is, and sales. So we have followed this first step successfully. We have created like three directories. Next is create a group for each department, and this name should reflect the department name that the group will be assigned, right? So what does that mean is we have to create like group for each department. And how to create group is we have this command to like which is group add. We are going to use I am going to name that like engineering department. Let us name that. Then group add sales department. Then group add is. So if we want to check the groups, so you see at last we have created all these groups, and these are the password for we haven't created the password, but these are like the donations for the passwords notations, sorry. And these are the group IDs, right? 1002, 1003, and respectively 1004. So let us clear this, and we have followed the second step as well. And now what is the now we have to create an administrator user. So who is going to be the administrator user is who is the owner of that particular group. Now if we see uh, if we do lsla to the group engineering, we can see the owner is root and the group is root. Now if we want to make an administrator to this group, to this engineering group, we have to create a user and give him the ownership, right? And then we also have to create a we created a group engineering. We have to sign it to the engineering group here as well. I hope you got my point that we have created engineering directory here, right? Now we want to assign the engineering department group which we have created. So firstly, we will add user and let us name it as admin engineering, and now we have our admin user. We have to give the password as well to the user. So let us give the password to admin engineering. Password is going to be admin. Now we have this user ready to use. Now what we will do is we will change ownership. First we are going to give admin engineering as an owner, and then we are going to give engineering department as a group, and we are going to give it to the engineering folder. So if we run the same command again, we can see now we have admin engineering as an owner and the engineering department as a group. So we have successfully created and followed these steps. We have created administrator user, and one thing we also have to do is like user will belong to respective group for each department. This will be uh, need to be user's primary group. So if we want to make this is the primary group for the user, first of all we have to check like what is the primary group currently of the admin engineering. So you see it belongs to admin engineering group, right? But we want it to be the part of the engineering department, and this is going to be its primary department as well, right? Now we have to change user mode because we want to create and we want to add group name engineering department to admin engineering. Now if I do id admin engineering, you can see now the group has changed to engineering department, and uh, so the group ID is 1002 and the group is engineering department. So right now we are going to create two users for this department. So we are again going to use user and basically let us name that engineer one, user add engineer 2, then we will give password to engineer 1, let us give admin, and then password to engineer 2, admin. Yeah, in real case, the password is going to be different, the name is going to be different, but this gives the uh, thorough view of how like this is going to work in real life. Like there is going to be a group department, and then there are going to be daily users in it, and then there is an administrator. So they have their separate rights to create files and delete files within those groups. So yes, now if I do ID engineer one, you see the group is engineer one, but we need it to be in the group engineering department. So we are again going to use user mode, and we are going to, so when we use small g mean, we are assigning it as the primary group, right? So we want engineering department as its primary group to engineer 1. Same for engineer 2. Now if I do ID engineering, see the group is engineering department, ID engineer 2, the group is engineering department. So let us do the G10 group in department. Okay, so we have created like user, but it shows like we don't have any uh, users in this group. So why is that? Let me have a look. Because engineer 1 is in the engineering department, engineer 2 is in the engineer department. If I do ID admin engineering, it is in the engineering department. Okay, so that's strange. Let me user mode G. We have done that right. It should be there. Like it should show two users, like three users here. Let me see what is the problem here. User add engineer or two password. Okay. So here two. Hmm. Okay. Uh, so let me do one thing. Let me go with the capital G. Now I will do internet. Yeah, so this is working. Okay. 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 So as you can see, we have three basically users for engineering department, right? And now we are going to assign the mm, proper set of permissions to them. Now we will move to the next part. And this is for security reason, the following modification will need to be made to each department respective directories. Ensure that owner of each of the directories is department administrator. So we have to ensure that the owner of the each directory is department administrator, right? How we can ensure that is when we do LSL engineering, we have owner as an admin engineer, right? And so that is done. The group ownership is the group for each department. The group ownership is for the, so we have engineering department as a group and the group ownership is to the engineering department itself. So that is followed. And the next is the department administrator will have full access to their respective department directories. So as we can see, we have full access like read, write, and execute permissions for the owner. Ensure that only owner of the file in the department directory can delete the file, and the user will also. So for this um, we have to use what you call sticky bits. So when we use chmod plus T to the engineering department group. So I misspelled here, I think. Hmm, what is wrong here now? There is no such file directory. Okay. Chmod, I think. Let me do a search a little bit here. Sticky notes. Sticky bits. Okay. Chmod D directory. Okay, I got it. So we are in no, or not in the root directory right now. That's why it says. Okay, so I am applying it to the group. I was wrong. So we have name engineering, right? Not engineering department. Now if we do ls LA and do directly. So this is the thing we have. You see, we have the sticky bits here. Now T represent the sticky bits, and small t is because we initially don't have the initially we have the execute right to the other users. So if we don't have that execute rights, then it is going to be the capital T here. But that basically means that this is the sticky bits applied to this. Now we want to assure that only the users which have created the respective file in their uh, like department. For example, if we want to move to engineer one, now let us suppose that engineer one is logged in, right? And engineer one wants to write. So engineer one create a directory here, or just create a file like engineer one test engineer one file, right? Okay, I misspelled it. Touch engineer one file. Permission denied. Why permission is denied? Because see, the group and the user, but we basically focused on the group don't have the right permissions. So for that we have to give the right permissions at 1123 cd to root, and then chmod 77 maybe 0 to other users for engineering. Now basically we are giving the read, write, and execute write to the group. So this 7 indicates that the full right is given to the owner. This indicates that the full right is given to the group, right? And if we again, so engineer 1, and we go to tell us, and then cd engineering, and we want to make an engineer 1 file. There is engineer 1 file. Now we go to engineer 2 as an user. We log in engineer 2. Now we can see. So basically, I am not able to delete this file if I have set up the proper rules for the group and the users, right? So let's try to delete this. So let's try to remove engineer1 file. You see, I am able to delete this. And why is that? Because after setting this command, we haven't added the sticky bits. So if you go to root lab and cd root cd ls le, you see, now we want to add a sticky bit here. Okay, chmod plus t engineering. Now let us go again. I will do it quickly. One cd to engineering. Nothing is here. Let us make again engineer 1 file. We have created file. We go to engineer 2, and I think I have typed wrong password here. Oh no, we are logged in here. So cd to root, cd engineering, and there is an engineer1 file. Now I shouldn't be able to delete this because I have set up the sticky bits. And now if you see, the operation not permitted. So now if user1 has created file, only user1 can delete that file. But let us, if we want to ls this file, we are able to do, but we can't delete it because we don't have that right. And if let us assume that admin wants to delete this. Now admin wants to delete this. You see, admin can delete this file, but uh, the respective users, unless they have created file, they can't delete it. So I think basically we have done all these activities. Some of the part may be left, but that is all about my understanding regarding this lab. I hope, I just want to make a video to like make this concept more clear to me. I know there are a lot of improvements that need to be done, and so now we have to like create a document file which name this file contains confidential information, and so the video is going to be too long. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.